Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Let's go. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Said I'm coming for everything. Good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The long falls, you know the pit of defeat, bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that y'all got awards. Lyrical exercise, this what I call a sport. The fourth bar, brother, when I push the rock off the court. I got champion genetics. Champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. The catamounts who talent don't average out. If your flow ain't nowhere near this caliber, that don't count. Competition get flattened out. Getting money like I went top 3 in the first round. My salary that amount. They want my style, but that ain't much to be flat about. I take it as a challenge when rappers calling my status out. One of the best, and they ain't my pedigree. You can have the rings, or we did an AI's legacy. I got champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see David Montgomery. He's coming off a great week, reaching triple digits in yards with a collection of touchdowns. It's the Bears and the...
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the man from Old Dominion, the former Monarch, at quarterback Taylor Heineke.
Let's face it, you don't see too many Old Dominion alums suiting up under center in the NFL. And in fact, Taylor Heineke, the first ODU quarterback to suit up for a regular season game, not to mention doing well in the playoffs. This guy's an absolute fighter. Fought for every chance he's had in this league. Attitude, determination, those carry over to his teammates very well.
The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week, 17 carries, 90 yards.
As a good start to the season, they got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started, and they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
Second down, back to Fournette. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. This defense for the Bears, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Well, let's face it, when you hold someone to just 6 points in a game, The feeling that you have among your team is that you're not going to lose very many of those. That's the way to get it done.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Bears take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. To Montgomery, and right away he lost the football, and the Buccaneers have it. He's going to have to shake out the cobwebs. First time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? And right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
Saw the linebacker Damone Clark coming through with a stop.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And they'll try to throw now. Heineke. Wide open receiver complete. And the Buccaneers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Fournette. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and goal, Heineke. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Taylor Heineke, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball. Got a full game ahead of him. Hand it to him again. See if they can start to produce.
Now a first down throw, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot. C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to up by running the option to the right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Here we go on fourth down, Fields. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete on the deep ball. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. First down, Heineke. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Off the play fake, Heineke. And his throw is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Heineke. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a one-touchdown game.
They had a chance there to really build a nice early lead, go up a couple of scores, but he doesn't hit that one quite right, and it winds up in empty possession.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side of their defense. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. So the first interception thrown for there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. After one, 7-0 on EA. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football, as they've got it facing a second and long situation. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
He'll check this one out to Fournette. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Looking to throw, Heineke. Flushed out right, at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover across territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. The Bears 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And this would be quite a start for them if they can win 2 straight on the road.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't do them any favors. They gave them 2 road games right out of the gate. But the thinking on the team has to be, imagine if we win these 2 games. What a setup for the rest of the season for us.
From the 50, here's Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Fields throwing again. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Short try on Shrake, and a showcase of the pass rush. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, Dom Maggio out to punt. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. What a run, 79 yards on the punt return. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. It's no secret. That's why they haven't returned punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Now Fields. Montgomery, another target and catch. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Montgomery back to the ground. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Fields sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 4th down, Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. To throw is Heineke. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Heineke again. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Heineke. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Heineke on the move to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing. Heineke. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. Now Sam Sloman is on. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, is continuing to swell here in the 1st half.
It's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
So we reach halftime, and sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this 2nd half. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The passing game right now for them not overly impressive. Last week he went on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way has made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear. Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 29, Fields. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper. 17 yards, 1st down. It's a jet sweep. Here comes Claypool with it. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 2nd and 7, Fields. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Heineke now. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option. 42 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to 48. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, they did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They snap it to Fields. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And they've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Going up the gun, Montgomery. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. 3 quarters have come and gone. Back now in Tampa. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. On 2nd and 9, Fields. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. And 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win. Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On play action, Fields. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's a less effective receiver, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Montgomery. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Once more Montgomery. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. 3rd and goal. keep him going. Very possibly four-down territory. Montgomery will take it in. Touchdown, Bears. So his great start to the season continues. He found the end zone time after time in the opener last week, and he does it again here in week 2.
And Brandon, we have a lot of coaches sell us week to week that there is no momentum, there is no carryover. Every game is its own entity. But after what we saw him do last week and now punching one in here, I'm starting to think that there is a carryover, and he's feeling it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Heineke on first down. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Again, it's 4 down. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Third and short yardage, Heineke. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. From both sidelines, they're staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Out of the gun, Fields. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Back to the air, Fields on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Going deep for Montgomery. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to try and go deep again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
4th down, Fields has to have this one. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Mike Edwards puts it on, and the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
Up the gut, Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll run it again with Fournette. And some room to run now. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Fournette running out of the gun. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. And they'll try to throw now. Heineke. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Heineke now looking to throw on first down. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Heineke. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jalen Darden, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants him to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So now Fields and the Bears down by 15. 1:12 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got Claypool. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Fields on first down. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. And that is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4th down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Here we go on 4th down. Fields eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are, looking at 2-0 right now. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They looked like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Bucs, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll fall to 1-1. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers.
My Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we were not to ride nobody wave, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni again hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr.
Trust, been taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust.